You ever look at your to-do list and just feel overwhelmed? Like no matter how hard you try, there's always something left undone? Maybe you've got big dreams to get in better shape, start that side hustle, organize the house, reconnect with loved ones, but the mountain just feels too high to climb. If that sounds familiar, take a deep breath, because what if I told you that the secret to massive success isn't about giant leaps, but tiny steps? That's what we're talking about today, the power of small wins. And trust me, this isn't just another feel-good idea. It's a game changer, especially if you've hit a point in life where energy feels limited, time feels short, and motivation comes in waves. But here's the truth. Small goals done consistently can transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. In this video, we're going to uncover why these tiny steps matter more than big plans, how to use them to build lasting habits, and how you can start today without needing any fancy tools, extreme discipline, or a major lifestyle change. Just simple, doable actions that build up like drops in a bucket, until one day you look around and realize you're living the life you once only hoped for. And listen, don't click away halfway through, because the real gold is in sticking with this all the way to the end. Every single habit I'm sharing today is like a stepping stone, and the real magic only happens when you stay for the whole journey. So settle in, stay with me right to the end, and let's walk this path to a stronger, longer life together. If you truly believe that God gives us the strength to care for the body He blessed us with, and you believe in the power of helping others, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and give this video a big thumbs up. When you do, you're not just supporting this channel. You're spreading hope and health to countless others who might be feeling weak, lonely, or unsure where to start. Your simple click could be the reason someone else finds the strength to take control of their health today. Now, isn't that a beautiful way to make a difference? Let's start with something simple, making your bed every morning. Now, I know that might sound too small to matter, but starting your day with even one completed task sets a powerful tone. It tells your brain, I'm capable, I'm in charge, I can do this. That tiny win becomes your first success of the day, and it snowballs. From there, it's easier to take the next step, whether that's drinking a glass of water, going for a quick walk, or sending that email you've been putting off. Each small act builds momentum. Another powerful small win? Just showing up. Maybe it's 5 minutes of stretching, reading one page of a book, or stepping outside for a few deep breaths. You don't need to run a marathon. You just need to start. When you honor even the smallest commitment to yourself, you build self-trust. And that's what fuels long-term change. One of the most underrated habits that creates real lasting success is tracking your progress, even the smallest kind. Think about it. When was the last time you actually celebrated yourself for drinking more water this week, or going to bed on time 3 days in a row? Most of us are quick to notice our mistakes, but slow to recognize our wins. But the truth is, when you track those tiny improvements, maybe by jotting them down in a journal, ticking off a calendar, or using a simple app, you start to see your growth. And what you see, you build on. You might not notice a difference right away, but those tiny check marks, they're proof that you're showing up. And over time, your brain starts to associate effort with reward. Not because you got a trophy or lost 10 pounds overnight, but because you honored your commitment. That quiet consistency, that's power. Now let's talk about something just as powerful, breaking big goals into bite-sized actions. When you say, I want to lose 30 pounds, or I want to write a book, your brain gets overwhelmed. It doesn't know where to begin. But when you say, I'm going to walk for 10 minutes after lunch, or I'm going to write for 5 minutes before bed, suddenly the task feels possible. And when it feels possible, you actually do it. The key is to shrink the goal down to something that doesn't require a huge burst of motivation. Because let's be honest, motivation comes and goes. But small, manageable actions, those are easier to stick with on the days you don't feel like doing anything at all. And the beauty of these small steps is that they often lead to bigger ones. You walk for 10 minutes, and before you know it, you've walked 20. You write for 5 minutes, and suddenly you're halfway through a chapter. That's the magic of small wins. They build on each other. Another habit that might surprise you? Saying no. Yes, No can be a win too. Every time you say no to something that drains your energy or pulls you away from your goals, whether it's junk food, mindless scrolling, or overcommitting to things you don't really want to do, you're actually saying yes to yourself. That quiet boundary is a powerful act of self-respect. And even if it's small, it matters more than you know. These little choices, tracking progress, breaking down goals, saying no to what doesn't serve you, they may not feel dramatic in the moment, but over time, they're the very things that change your life. So here's where it all comes together. Because these small wins, they don't just change what you do, they change who you believe you are. Each tiny goal you reach, no matter how simple, sends a message to your mind and your heart that says, I am capable, I can grow, I can change. And over time, that belief shapes your identity in the most beautiful way. You're not just someone who's trying to get healthier. You are a healthy person. You're not just someone who wants to be more organized. You are someone who follows through. It happens little by little, day by day. And you start to carry yourself differently, make stronger choices, and speak more kindly to yourself. That's the real success. That's the transformation. And it doesn't stop with just you. These small changes have a ripple effect. When you choose to take care of yourself, you show up more fully for the people you love. You become more patient, more present, more energized. And people notice. Maybe your partner starts eating better, or your kids see you sticking with your routines and feel inspired. Maybe your friends reach out to ask how you did it, and you get to be the light that helps them believe change is possible too. Here's what I want you to remember. Progress doesn't have to be loud or flashy. Sometimes it's as quiet as getting out of bed when you didn't want to. Sometimes it's just choosing water instead of soda, or taking 3 deep breaths before responding to stress. Those little moments, that's where your power lives. That's where your success begins. So if this message spoke to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Tell me one small win you're proud of today, no matter how tiny it might seem. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. When you support this channel, you help bring these messages of hope and healing to people who might really need it right now. And here's my final thought for you. You don't have to do it all at once. You just have to start. You already have what it takes to build a life you're proud of. One step, one choice, one small win at a time. Here's to living your best life at any age, because you deserve nothing less.